The legend of the Black Knight begins in the late 19th century. In 1899, Nikola Tesla claimed to have picked up strange radio signals while experimenting with wireless power transmission. He described the signals as intelligently controlled, not of Earth. At the time, there were no known satellites or even real talk of extraterrestrial life. Still, Tesla believed he might be communicating with another world. Fast forward to the 1920s, when amateur radio operators in Norway and the Netherlands also began picking up unexplained signals, known today as long-delayed echoes. Some modern researchers have linked these anomalies to the supposed presence of an alien satellite orbiting Earth. By the 1950s and 60s, during the height of the Cold War and the early space race, sightings of an unidentified object in polar orbit began to surface. At that time, no country had launched a satellite into a polar orbit, which made the reports all the more curious. Newspapers like The Saint, Louis Post-Dispatch, and the San Francisco Examiner ran headlines about a mysterious dark satellite. Some claimed the US military was tracking it. Others speculated it was a Soviet device, but neither side claimed it. Was this the Black Knight? In 1998, astronauts aboard the Space Shuttle Endeavour were working on the International Space Station when they captured a series of photographs. One image in particular, catalogued as SARS 887246, shows a large black, oddly shaped object hovering against the backdrop of Earth. The photo was released by NASA, and that's when things exploded. People online zoomed in and pointed to its angular design, the apparent symmetry, the way it didn't resemble any known piece of space debris. To believers, this was proof. The Black Knight was real, and it was watching us. The theory took on a life of its own. Some said the object was 13,000 years old, possibly of alien origin, placed in orbit to monitor humanity. Others suggested it was an ancient probe, perhaps left by a long-gone civilization from another star system. It became the subject of documentaries, internet forums, and conspiracy blogs. To some, it was the clearest sign that we are not alone. But not everyone is convinced. In fact, NASA has a very different explanation for the mysterious photograph. According to mission reports and astronauts involved in the STS-88 mission, the object in the photo is a thermal blanket. It had been accidentally dropped during a spacewalk while working on the station's truss assembly. With little gravity in orbit, objects like that can float around and end up captured in dramatic angles by cameras. The strange shape? Just the way the blanket twisted and reflected sunlight. The dark color? A combination of lighting, shadows, and the photo's exposure. As for the orbit, NASA says there's no evidence that this object maintained a stable trajectory, let alone a polar orbit. And the signals Tesla picked up? Modern researchers now believe they were likely natural radio sources or interference from Earth-based equipment. The long-delayed echoes remain curious, but not proof of alien satellites. In short, from a skeptic's perspective, the Black Knight is a myth built on misinterpretations, coincidences, and one compelling photograph taken out of context. So why does the story persist? Why do so many believe in the Black Knight? Maybe it's because deep down we want to believe. The idea that something ancient, alien, and intelligent is orbiting Earth gives us a sense of cosmic drama. It suggests we're part of a larger story watched, perhaps guided by unseen observers. And the lack of definitive answers only fuels the mystery. Space is vast. Much of it remains unexplored. Our own satellites number in the thousands, but tracking every object, every fragment of debris, isn't easy. In that silence, in those gaps of data, stories like the Black Knight find room to grow. We may never know for sure whether the Black Knight is space junk, a glitch in transmission, or something more. But the conversation it sparks keeps us curious. And maybe that's the point. Fact or fiction, the legend of the Black Knight satellite captures something very human. The hunger to explore, to question, to wonder if we're truly alone. What do you think? Is it just a lost thermal blanket, or a message from beyond the stars? Let us know in the comments, and please like and follow for more content like this.